Hey everyone, it's part 2 of the video, or really part 1 if we're just talking about configuration. And what I'm going to do is, if you actually want to start this, if you look in the description of this video, I should have a link to download this packet tracer file from where I'm starting. What I have done in advance is I've pretty much done all of the IP addressing of the point-to-point links. They're just using a 10.0.0.0/30 and then just moving up the networks in blocks of 4 just to get everything addressed. The reason why I've just done that myself is because it would take far too long to actually do it on screen. It would be unwatchable basically. So I've done that myself and just saved it. So when you download it, you'll have all the IP addressing. There's no IP addressing on the interface VLANs or anything like that, or any VLAN configuration, and that's what we're going to start with right now. The first thing we're going to do is, if you look at my wee list, is create VLANs on the access layer. So let's go and do that just now. Okay. So VLAN 10 is going to be the data, and VLAN 20 is going to be the voice. That's the same for all. So let's go and do it then. Okay, enable. I've got the host there rather. Okay, VLAN 10, name data, VLAN 20, name voice. Okay, is that one done? Data. Try that again. VLAN 20, name, voice. Enable, configure terminal, VLAN 10, name, data, VLAN 20, name, VLAN 10, name, data, VLAN 20, name, voice. If you're wondering what these bizarre host names are, they're just basically denoting what switch we're on. Area 20R is the right one, Area 20C is Area 20 center one, and Area A20L is the left one. Just that's the format of that, in case you're wondering why I've got these weird names. So name, data, VLAN 20, name, voice. Okay. Now let's go over here. The actual VLANs are a bit different here. We've got two VLANs. We've basically got a VLAN 100, which is going to be for your basic infrastructure services like DNS, DHCP, radius, whatnot. And I've got a separate VLAN for applications. There's going to be no configuration on that. I've just put it in just for the purposes of configuration. So there'll actually be no servers with applications or anything like that. I don't need to worry about that. That's just a wee simple addition I've put in there. It was mainly for the purpose of doing the load balancing when it comes to the HSRP and that, because that's using the old classic design. VLAN 200. Oh, that's not one. That should be VLAN 100. Name infrastructure rather. VLAN 200. Name apps. Just show VLAN. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. VLAN 100, name infrastructure. VLAN 200, name apps. Okay. Okay, so that's the actual access VLANs configured. What else do we need to do? Need to create the SVIs, so let's go and do that. So the actual address space is going to be 10.area_ID, and then it's just going to work up in groups of 10. So 10.10, 10, 0, 10.10, 20, 0, 10.10, 30, 0, sorry, 10.10, 40, 0, 10.10.50, 10.10.60, and then we move on to area 20, so it becomes 10.20, 10.0, 10.20, 20.0, 10.20, 30.0, so on and so forth. So that's the basic formatting. And the VLAN interface will have the first usable address, so it's going to be .1.1.1 right through. Okay, so let's go and do that then. We've got interface VLAN 10, we're going to do IP address 10.10.10.1 and just use a /24 mask. And let's go into interface VLAN 20 and just follow that same format. Okay, doke. So that's that one done. Let's do 30 and 40 now. So int VLAN 10 IP address 40. No, sorry, 30 first. And int VLAN 20 is IP address 10.10.40.1. Just check that's right. Yep. And VLAN 10 IP address 10.10.50.1, and we'll do int VLAN 20, which is going to be IP address 10.10.60.1. Let's move over to area 20. And we'll do int VLAN 10, so IP address 10.20.10.1. Int VLAN 20, which is going to be IP address 10.20.20.1. As per usual, I'm doing my wireless Bluetooth keyboard, so my typing's garbage on this. I always use this when I'm doing my videos. Okay, int VLAN 10 IP address 10.20.30.1. Int VLAN 20 10.20. Oh, that should be 40. That's fine. And let's go over here. Do int VLAN 10. It's going to be IP address 10.20.50.1. Int VLAN 20 is going to be IP address 10.20.60.1. Okay. And slide over to here. And we're going to do int VLAN 100. Now, because we're going to configure HSRP, and the HSRP virtual IP address is going to take up the first IP address, the virtual IP will be .1, so this switch here is going to be .2 and .3 for each of the VLANs. Okay, so let's go and do int VLAN 100s, and we shall do IP address 10.30.100.2, and we'll do int VLAN 20 IP address is 10.30.200.2, and we'll move over to here and do .3 here. Int VLAN 100 30 100.3 this time. Nope. Mashing that keypad again. Int VLAN 200 IP address 10.30.200.3. Okay, that looks fine. So, we've got our SVIs done. What's next then? So, configuring HSRP in the STP root bridge. Okay, so let's do that. Now, first things first, because of all this, I'm going to change all the spanning tree, and very often packet tracers get a wee habit of crashing when you start doing too much with HSRP and spanning tree all at once. So I'm going to shut down all these ports until everything is configured, then bring them all up. So let's go and we'll do a show CDP neighbor just to see what I'm connected to. Okay, so 1 and 2 connect to the core, so that means 3 to 7 are my ports I'm shutting down. Int range FA0 3 to 7, just shut them down. Okay, and that'll be the same here. Int range FA0 3 to 3 to 7, just shut that down. Okay, so all this is shut down while I configure this. So what I'm going to do is make the active router, this one will be the active router for VLAN 100, and this one will be the active one for VLAN 200. Similarly, this will be the root bridge for VLAN 100, and this will be the secondary one for VLAN 100, and this will also be the root bridge for VLAN 200, and conversely, this will be the secondary root bridge for VLAN 200. That's how it's going to work. We're going to change the spanning tree to rapid spanning tree as well, and configure manual trunking so that it's not DTP we're using. So let's go and do that then. Let's go into interface VLAN 100 and do standby 100 IP. We'll do 10.30.100.1 standby 100, make the priority 120, so it's going to be the active one, and we'll standby 100, we'll preempt it. Let's go into interface VLAN 200 and just put the IP address, because that'll just ordinarily have the basic, the default priority of 100. So this will be the standby one when I configure the opposite one as 120. So let's just go in and just do the standby 200 IP 10.30.200.1. Oh wait, then have I done that wrong? Is the IP address on that? Show IP interface brief. Oh, I've done that in VLAN 20 rather, that's the mistake I've made. That's not right. Okay, so int VLAN 20, that was a little typo there. No IP address, no VLAN 20, and I'll do int VLAN 200 rather, and do IP address 10.30.200.2. And we'll do standby 200 IP 10.30.200.1. That's a bit better. Okay, so okay, that's us. Now let's go over to the other one and do the same thing. And we'll do exit int VLAN 100, and we'll do standby 100, just put the IP address on this. So it'll be 10.30.100.1. Its default will be 100 of the priority, so we don't change that. We'll do interface VLAN 200, we'll do standby 200 IP 10.30.200.1. We want to make this one the active one, so we have to change the priority. So standby 200, priority 120, standby 200, preempt. Okay, so that's us got the HSRP configured, or it should be configured. Now we're going to worry about the spanning tree. So let's make, remember this is the HSRP root. sorry, this is the HSRP active, so we want to make it the SDP root bridge. So let's go and do that now. So we'll do spanning tree, spanning tree VLAN, VLAN 100 rather, root primary, and spanning tree VLAN 200 root secondary. And let's just do the inverse over here. We'll do configure terminal, spanning tree VLAN 200 root primary, and spanning tree VLAN 100 root secondary. Okay, so that's that done. What else have we got to do? Okay, rapid spanning tree in the trunking. So let's go and do the rapid spanning tree here. Spanning tree mode rapid PVSD. Spanning tree mode rapid PVSD. And do you know what? I'll actually need to configure the VLANs on this, because if we do a show VLAN brief, we don't have any of the VLANs which we need. So we need to do conf t VLAN 100 and name as infrastructure, VLAN 200 name apps, and spanning tree mode rapid PVSD plus. And we'll do VLAN 100 name infrastructure, VLAN 200 name apps, and we'll do spanning tree mode rapid PVSD plus. And we'll do enable, do VLAN 100 name infrastructure, VLAN 200 name apps, and also do the spanning tree chun. Spanning tree mode rapid PVSD plus. And the conf t VLAN 100 name infra, VLAN 200 name apps, and spanning tree mode rapid PVSD plus. Okay doke, so that's that configured. Now we need to do the trunking. So let's just do a do show CDP neighbor. Oh wait, no, that's right, because they're down. So that should be links, what? 4 to 7 plus 3, so it's 3 to 7 we're doing. Yep. So int range FA03 to 7. And because we're on a layer 3 switch, we need to do switch port trunk encapsulation.1q first, and switch port mode trunk, and switch port trunk allowed VLAN 100 200. Okay, so let's do the same here. Int range FA03 to 7, I think it was. Switch port trunk encapsulation.1q, switch port mode trunk, switch port trunk allowed VLAN 100 and 200. And I think this is gigabit 1 and 2. Yep. So int range F, not gigabit, fast Ethernet. Switch port mode trunk, switch port trunk allowed VLAN 100 200. We don't need to change the .1q because it's the layer 2 switch we're on. Okay, and int range FA01 to 2, switch port mode trunk, switch port trunk allowed VLAN 100 and 200. Int range FA01 switch port mode trunk, switch port trunk allowed VLAN 100, 200. Int range FA01 to 2. I'll do switch port mode trunk, switch port trunk allowed VLAN 100, 200. And let's go and bring these interfaces back up. So int range FA03 to 7, no shuts. That'll be int range FA03 to 7, no shuts. And we should have